of the women's varsity pair. This is going to be heat 1 of a 2-heat race. Top 3 will move on to the final. And that will be in lane 2, Long Beach Junior Crew. In lane 3, San Diego. In lane 4, Oakland. In lane 4,
Pacifica.
lane 5, Pacifica. Is that it?
I think it's Pacifica.
And then in lane 6, Tempe Town Lake.
I'll go check. You see.
Fantastic. Thank you. Oh, Ren. I think that actually might be community, but check for me, please. Once again, give us like 1 second. We'll find out the actual name of the team in lane 5.
All right, everybody has taken it.
Once again, we are lining up here for what will be another pairs race, heat 1 of the women's varsity pair. Once again, though, it's good that they got these pairs races in as early as they did, with the water remaining as glassy as it is right now. Will make it make it a little bit easier for these pairs to keep themselves on track and balanced.
She has a confident who is unexpectedly rowing as a rower and does not have her union. And the coach wants to know, is that okay? Our chief referee said that we will make an exception for this event. Top country. Thanks, Miles. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Aaron. Thanks, Brad.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting set up for heat 1 of the women's varsity pair. We have alignment, ladies and gentlemen. The race will be beginning shortly.
We have to start event 25A.
And they are off, ladies and gentlemen. The race is beginning to come down the course. Once again, this is the women's varsity pair, heat number 1. Top 3 will move on to the final here. Off the start, it appears that San Diego starting to pull into a bit of a lead off. However, Long Beach and the rest of the crews not liking that at all, are trying to do what they can to try to pull those boats back and keep themselves into the lead, keep themselves in this race. Once again, it appears San Diego, Long Beach, and Tempe Town Lake seem to have a bit of an early lead here. Top 3 boats again will move on to the final. However, with this much water left before the finish line, it is still anybody's race here. However, it definitely appears San Diego pulling into quite a lead as we approach 8:50 left to go. Let's see if they'll be able to maintain it for the rest of this race. There's still a lot of water to be covered.
How's the 4 going to go, Robbie?
Huh? Park City?
Maybe. Park City Waterford, maybe. Or they could be Pacifica. But I think Pacifica is PC.
PAC.
Yeah.
As we're coming down the line here, passing 8:50 left to go, again, it appears that San Diego has pulled themselves to a slight lead. However, Long Beach and I believe it's Oakland not liking that, trying to pull them back, as well as Tempe Town Lake. However, with this much time left in the race, it's still anybody's game here. Anything can happen still.
And as we saw with the sprint of the men's, anything will happen.
Hopefully they'll be able to keep themselves moving down this course as straight as humanly possible so we don't have any accidental collisions. But as of so far, we haven't had any problems with that. So here's hoping we'll be able to keep everybody on their course. That's what the officials are for, after all. So, and they're doing an absolutely fantastic job here. Approaching 500 meters left to go. Absolutely, San Diego pulling into a very commanding lead over the rest of the field as we get closer and closer to 500 meters left. San Diego, Long Beach, and it appears Tempe Town, the strong contenders here. However, Oakland definitely giving them a run for their money. I believe it's Community, however, PCRA rather, doing what they can to keep everybody trying to get themselves back into this race here. However, there's having some difficulties with their course here, starting to move into those rocks a bit dangerously close. Officials doing what they can to try to pull them off those rocks. As we pass 500 meters left to go, San Diego commanding lead here. Open water over the rest of the crews. The contention for the final two positions, which will move on to the final, Long Beach, Oakland, and then followed shortly behind by Tempe Town Lake. As they approach my tent, indicating they're moving in at around 250 meters left to go. San Diego, two boats, open water over the rest of the field here. Very commanding performance off of them. Oakland doing what they can to ensure that their boat makes it into the final. However, at the moment, it appears San Diego, Long Beach, and Oakland will be the three moving on. Tempe Town trying to do what they can to move themselves back into this race. However, the top three contenders here doing what they can to hold them off, trying to keep them off of that top spot. As we move down the course, approaching the last couple hundred meters, San Diego keeping this very commanding lead here. Absolutely fantastic performance by these girls. Long Beach in second, Oakland in third. Those three will likely be the ones moving on to the final unless Tempe Town can do something in these last couple meters. But it appears that the rest of the crews are doing what they can to keep them off. Moving in on the last couple hundred meters or so, and it appears San Diego? Yes, San Diego has maintained their lead. Long Beach has kept themselves in second, and Oakland in third. So they will be the three unofficially, but most likely moving on to the finals. We begin the setup now in about 2 minutes for the second heat of this race, which will feature in lane 2, Palo Alto, in lane 3, San Diego B, in lane 4, Marina, in lane 5, CYC, and in lane 6, Long Beach Junior Crew A.